This is the Conley Shipping Terminal in Boston. Take a look around. Shipping containers as far as the eye can see. Surely trains run to this busy port. Nope, they don't. But if Boston benefits from intermodal rail service, where is it? To answer this question, we must travel 40 miles west. Of major U.S. cities, Boston stands out for having a busy maritime intermodal presence, but no active rail intermodal freight terminal within the city itself. The Port of Boston's Conley Container Terminal handles international shipping and serves regional markets. Yet the port does not have direct intermodal rail service right to the docks, like you'd find in many other big port cities. Most containerized freight that arrives by ship in Boston is moved by truck, rather than being transferred directly onto trains. To learn more about the history of freight being pushed out of Boston, check out my good friend Sam's video in the top right. So, where do these trucks take the intermodal containers to? Where are the trains? Worcester, Massachusetts. This city marks the end of the line for intermodal freight rail in Massachusetts. Worcester's intermodal yard sees a couple trains a day, coming from places like Chicago and Syracuse. This yard sees about 3,300 lifts per week, meaning intermodal containers being lifted on and off of trains. However, Worcester is not the primary market for this freight. That would be Boston. Spent about an hour here in Worcester, no trains have showed up. So let's head to Ayer, Boston's second intermodal rail yard, to see what's up. Ayer, Massachusetts, home of Hill Yard, sees one intermodal train a day from Chicago. Norfolk Southern B100 and B101 run daily, carrying single-stack freight through cities like Cleveland, Buffalo, Mechanicville, North Adams, and eventually Ayer. This train is made possible by the old Pan Am Southern Agreement, which allowed for Norfolk Southern to dip into the New England intermodal market. And in just a few days, Norfolk Southern will grow even more competitive in the region. Starting this Tuesday, January 11th, the first double-stack intermodal train will depart Chicago, bound for Ayer, using CSX's Boston line from Voorheesville, New York to Worcester. From there, trains will run up the CSX Worcester Main, entering Ayer Yard from the south. Double-stack intermodal service could mean more containers for Norfolk Southern, and more commerce flowing in and out of the Boston area. This new routing will save Norfolk Southern 10 hours of travel time. The original routing for B101 and B100, which is featured in green on the map, includes the Hoosac Tunnel, which can only fit single-stack intermodal cars and double-stack trash loads. This routing features many tight curves and is rated at 25 miles an hour. The CSX Boston line, though not a perfectly straight shot, is 40-mile-an-hour railroad. The operating symbol of the new double-stack trains will be 264 and 265. Now that's enough talking from me. B101 is about to leave Ayer Hill Yard to head westbound on the Berkshire and Eastern. Because of how Hill Yard is situated, B101 must put their train together in sections before departure. This is known as building their train. Though they may look it, these are not double-stack intermodal cars and are actually much shorter. These containers are carrying trash. Though intermodal service will be gone on this corridor, there will still be some Norfolk Southern manifests running daily back and forth from Ayer to points west. We catch them next at the Shirley S-curve. Who knows what the future may look like for intermodal service over the Patriot Corridor, the historic Boston and Maine rail line which B101 traverses. But what we do know is that places like Ayer and Worcester, which may seem like far-out Boston suburbs, actually hold a growing intermodal rail market that benefits Boston's economy. Maybe someday we will see direct intermodal freight-to-ship service in Massachusetts, but at this point in time, it seems likely that intermodal rail service will continue to grow outside the city's core, serving it in secret. Ayer and Worcester are just a commuter rail ride away from Boston, and you too can travel to see Boston's intermodal rail 40 miles west. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a like. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Your feedback makes these videos worth it. Also, don't forget I now have a channel membership option where you can get early access to videos. If that's not your speed, check out my Patreon. There's some cool stuff on there too. Anyways, until next time, I will see you all again soon, out there on the rails.